The Indian subcontinent has been a cradle of poetic brilliance where words have woven tapestries of love, longing, and philosophy for centuries. Urdu poetry, which was an art born from the confluence of Persian, Arabic, and local Indian dialects, flourished under the patronage of emperors and the devotion of poets. It became the voice of the mystic, the voice of the lover, and the voice of the rebel, carrying within it echoes of Sufi thought and Mughal magnificence. From the rhythmic verses of Amir Khusrau to the emotional couplets of Faiz Ahmad Faiz, Urdu ghazals have always transcended borders, speaking to the hearts across generations. The likes of Mir Taki Mir, whose melancholy wove through his words, and Allama Iqbal, whose poetry ignited a call for awakening, which shaped Urdu into a medium of deep introspection. Yet among these many luminaries of Urdu poetry, one name stands apart, a poet whose verses captured the very essence of human existence, whose words dance between earthly love and existential inquiry, and whose life mirrored the rise and fall of an empire. One of his famous lines goes like हजारों ख्वाहिशें ऐसी कि हर ख्वाहिश पे दम निकले बहुत निकले मेरे अरमान लेकिन फिर भी कम निकले, which says thousands of desires, each so intense that life may be sacrificed for one. Many of my wishes were fulfilled, yet too few in the end. This is the poet's story, a journey through love and loss, splendor and despair, poetry and politics, all in the words that defy time. This is the story of Mirza Asadullah Beg Khan. The world knows him as Mirza Ghalib. Born on December 27, 1797, in Kala Mahal, Agra, Ghalib hailed from a distinguished lineage. His parental grandfather was a Seljuk Turk who migrated from Samarkand to India during the reign of Ahmad Shah. Settling in Agra, the family became part of the Mughal aristocracy. Ghalib's father, Mirza Abdullah Beg, served under both the Nawab of Lucknow and the Nizam of Hyderabad. Tragically, he died in battle in 1803, leaving young Ghalib fatherless at the tender age of 5. Subsequently, his upbringing was overseen by his uncle Mirza Nasrullah Beg Khan until his untimely death in 1806. At the age of 13, Ghalib entered into matrimony with Umrao Begum, the daughter of Nawab Ilahi Baksh. This union, though culturally significant, was marked by personal tragedies. The couple endured the heartbreak of losing all 7 of their children in infancy, which is a sorrow that deeply influenced Ghalib's poetic expressions. He often likened life to an unending prison, a sentiment which was captured in this couplet. कैद व हयात व बंदगम असल में दोनों एक है मौत से पहले आदमी गम से नजात पाए क्यों. Ghalib says the prison of life and the bondage of grief are one and the same. Before the onset of death, how can a man expect to be free of grief? These lines of Ghalib reflect his profound contemplation on the human condition and the nature of human suffering. Ghalib's life and his thirst for poetry began early. He started composing verses at the age of 11. While his first language was Urdu, he was well versed in Persian and Turkish. Because he received a comprehensive education in Persian and Arabic under the mentorship of Abdus Samad, an Iranian scholar who stayed with Ghalib's family in Agra, where he delved deep into the intricacies of this language. Although Ghalib held his Persian composition in high esteem, it was his Urdu poetry that garnered widespread acclaim. He revolutionized the ghazal, which is a poetic form traditionally centered on themes of love and loss, by infusing it with philosophical musings, existential inquiries, and reflections of life's mysteries. His verses travel the realm of metaphysics, human psychology, and the social political landscape of his time. One of the renowned ghazal says, Bazi chayat faal hai dunya mere aage, hota hai shab roz tamasha mere aage. Ghalib shows his experiences of life that he just says in the literal translation. This world is a child's playground before me, a mere spectacle every day I see. Such lines exemplify his introspective approach, viewing worldly affairs with a blend of detachment and keen observation. After being released from prison in 1847 for his habit of gambling, Ghalib stayed at Mian Kale's house where someone congratulated him on his release. Ghalib just said in a simple tone, First I was in white man's prison, now I'm in the black man's prison. In 1850, the Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar recognized Ghalib's literary prowess by bestowing upon him the titles of Dabir ul Mulk, which means Secretary of the Realm, and Najm ud Dawla, which means Star of the State, which integrated him into the nobility of Delhi. Subsequently, in 1854, Ghalib was appointed as the royal poet tutor to the Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar and the historian of the Mughal court. This association not only elevated his social standing but also provided him with a platform to influence and document the cultural and political milieu of the time. One anecdote involving Mirza Ghalib and his witty remarks about fasting is a well known story highlighting his sharp humor. When asked by Bahadur Shah Zafar if he had kept any fast during Ramzan, Ghalib reportedly replied, Ek na rakh saka. I couldn't keep one. This clever response plays on the dual meaning of the phrase, indicating both that he did not observe any fasts and humorously suggesting that he couldn't keep one only. This confused the emperor, and this story exemplifies Ghalib's renowned wit and his tendency to approach serious subjects with lightheartedness and a bit of fun. In Delhi, there was a linguistic debate regarding the word card, which was known as in Urdu as arat, with some treating it as a feminine and other as masculine. When asked about its correct gender, Ghalib humorously replied, When women are seated in the cart, then treat it as feminine, and when men are seated in it, treat it as masculine. The Indian Rebellion of 1857 marked a turning point in Ghalib's life and the history of India. The uprising against British rule led to the fall of the Mughal Empire and the exile of Bahadur Shah Zafar in Rangoon. During the 1857 uprising in Delhi, British soldiers detained Ghalib for questioning. Appearing before Colonel Byrne with his distinctive Turkish headdress, the colonel inquired, Well, are you Muslim? Ghalib replied in his witty nature, Half. When pressed for clarification, he explained, I drink wine, but I don't eat pork, hence I am a half Muslim. Which made everybody there laugh, and Ghalib witnessed the devastation of Delhi, the city he cherished, as it transformed into a desolate landscape. He chronicled these events in his Persian work, The Stambu, providing a first hand account of the chaos and despair that engulfed the capital. Reflecting on the destruction, he said, quote, Delhi, which was once the chosen city of the world where the elite used to live, now it's a deserted ruin. These words encapsulate his profound grief for the decline of a cultural and political epicenter in Delhi. Beyond poetry, Ghalib's contributions to Urdu prose are monumental. His letters, characterized by the controversial tone and wit, played a pivotal role in shaping modern Urdu prose. Departing from the ornate style prevalent at the time, his epistles were candid and infused with humor. Ghalib himself once remarked, I write in a style that whoever reads my letters feels as if I am conversing with them. These letters offer invaluable insights into the personality, daily life, and socio-cultural dynamics of the 19th century India. They serve as a window into the relationship, struggles, and the millennia in which he lived. Ghalib's later years were marked by financial hardships and declining health. Despite his immense talent and contributions, he struggled with poetry and his habit of drinking excessive alcohol. He relied on patronage and credit but passed away on February 15, 1869 in Delhi, leaving behind a rich legacy that would inspire generations to come. Today, Mirza Ghalib is celebrated not only in the Indian subcontinent but also across the globe. His poetry has been translated into numerous languages, and his life has been the subject of countless studies. There are films and literary works also made on Mirza Ghalib. His residence in Delhi, known as Ghalib Ki Haveli, has been converted into a museum preserving his memory and contributions. Ghalib's poetry continues to resonate with readers and listeners, transcending temporal and cultural boundaries. His exploration of love, loss, and philosophy and the human psychology remains relevant, offering solace to those who seek him. And I will see you next time.